Our next speaker, I'm happy to announce here, is my sister, Linda Robinson, author, channel, and I'm excited to hear what she has to say for us this morning.
Thank you, Bruce. As Bruce said, it is a wonderful morning here today. I greet you in love and light. We've had so many wonderful presentations here at the 2016 Stargate Gathering. We've heard many talks on science and spirituality, and both avenues are coming together to help us move forward on our ascension path. In a few minutes, I would like to discuss with you embracing the light. But first, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and how I arrived at where I am on my path. As Bruce said, I'm Linda Robinson, and I'm a spiritual teacher, speaker, and author. I work very closely with the angelic realm, the divine feminine, and the Hathors. My book, Reflections on the Path, The Awakening, tells the story of my journey from a very traditional conservative background to one of awakening to spirituality and metaphysics. And along this marvelous journey, I began receiving messages from the angelic realm and from the ascended masters. I consider life to be a series of stepping stones. One step leads to the next. And often it isn't until you look back and realize each step was leading you to the next adventure. My path magically unfolded as I became open to the possibilities. As I mentioned earlier, it is a path that went from a very traditional conservative background in North Carolina to one of awakening to spirituality and metaphysics when I moved to Virginia. After I moved to Virginia, I discovered Edgar Cayce's ARE, the Association for Research and Enlightenment, and this really propelled me along my path of discovery and moving forward into spirituality. In my previous career, I was an educator and taught life skills to adults and youth. So when I left that career, I shifted my focus to teaching, speaking, and writing about personal development, spirituality, and metaphysics. As part of my work, I include messages from Archangel Zadkiel and Holy Amethyst on my website, personalpathwaysoflight.com. As many of you know, Archangel Zadkiel and Holy Amethyst are archangels on the seventh ray of light. This is also the home of the Ascended Masters Saint Germain and Lady Portia, and it is the home of the violet flame. The purpose of the seventh ray is transmutation, transformation, and manifestation. This is especially important in the times in which we are living, because this is a time for releasing, clearing, and transforming our own energy fields. When we do this, we rise higher in our consciousness and we move farther along on our ascension path. Each person has a unique mission in this incarnation. You have come in with all of the talents and abilities you need to fulfill your mission. So when you honor these gifts and do what makes your heart sing, you move farther along in completing your mission and moving farther on your ascension path. When we clear and transform our energy, we raise our consciousness and we can more easily embrace the light. We can do this in many ways as we move from the outer world of light to the inner world of light. One of the ways to connect with the light is in the outer world by visiting sacred sites. These sites vibrate at a much higher frequency than many other sites that we might be in, so I like to think of these locations as places of light. These are places where the veil between the dimensions is very thin and the light has a much higher quality. This is a picture of Sedona, Arizona, and I know many of you have been there and you've experienced this marvelous light that brings forth a higher dimensional vibration. I have also found this to be true when I've traveled on the Earthkeeper pilgrimages. In this one, this is a picture of Lake Louise in Banff, where I was in September, and many of you were there also. We had a marvelous time and experienced much higher dimensional energy. In Banff and Lake Louise, the veil was very thin and the angelic presence was really strong. So as we were experiencing this energy, we could feel the outer light of Lake Louise leading us to our own inner light. In the UK, the Glastonbury Tor was another place of special light. Again, the connection to the angelic realm was very strong, and this was taken inside the Tor. So when you get inside the Tor and see this marvelous light coming forward, you can really feel the angelic presence. Of Dendera in Egypt, I felt the light of very ancient times, and I was reminded that the light is timeless. It's very ancient, and the light continues from ancient times through this time and on into eternity. In Bolivia, we experienced the beautiful rocks and the light from other dimensions. And in this particular setting, it was really a presence of many different dimensions coming together. And also in Bolivia, the salt flats of Salar Uyuni felt like the joining of heaven and earth. The light was all around us. In addition to the sacred sites around the world, we each have special places that are close to where we live, where we can tune into the light. It may be the ocean, the forest, or the mountains. It's whatever calls to you and gives you a sense of outer light, helping you to connect with inner light. One of my special places is the ocean. This is a beach really close to where I live. I'm very fortunate to live close to a beach on the Chesapeake Bay in Virginia. So when I go there, I can either watch the seagulls or walk on the sand. And when I do this, it calls me to turn inward to feel my own inner light that is residing within me. So whether you're visiting a sacred site or spending time in your own special location, the light of the outer world calls us to turn inward to connect with our own inner light. We do this by focusing inward on our own divine spark, and this connects us to universal light. So let's talk a little bit about divine light and our divine spark. Our divine spark resides in our heart center. It's that part of us that connects us to the Creator. It is that part that burst forth during creation, and it's that part that contains our individualized self and connects us to all that is. When we are connecting with our individual spark of light, then we are focusing in and becoming part of something much greater than ourselves. With this realization, we rise to higher dimensions and move forward and farther on our ascension path. We realize at a soul level that we are part of something much greater than ourselves. We are part of something that comprises all that is. With this realization, it's much easier to let go of what no longer serves us. We focus on wanting the highest and the best for everyone. The more we focus on our divine spark of light, the more brightly it shines. And so now let's turn our attention inward and focus on our own divine spark of light as we do a guided meditation on your own divine spark of light. Allow yourself to settle comfortably in your chair with your feet flat on the floor and your hands resting in your lap. You may close your eyes when you are ready. Place your attention at the top of your head, at your crown chakra. This is your connection to divine bliss. Feel the divine bliss as you focus on your crown chakra. Slowly, let your attention move down to the third eye chakra, your center of intuition. Then let your attention move down to the throat chakra, your center of communication. And finally, let your attention flow down to the heart chakra, the center of love. Let your attention rest at the heart center. This is where your divine spark resides. Feel your breath flowing gently in and out as you continue to focus on your heart chakra. With each in-breath and each out-breath, let your attention focus even more on your heart center. As you continue to focus on your heart center, you notice a feeling of warmth. You realize that this is coming from your heart center. As you breathe in and out, this feeling of warmth begins to grow and expand. You are aware of feelings of love, and the love is calling you to embrace it. As you bask in this beautiful feeling of love, you become aware that it resides in your heart center, in your divine spark. Your divine spark appears as a beautiful spark of light. It is crystal clear, and it glows with a brilliant light that is calm, loving, and inviting. The glow of your divine spark is calling you to remember that you are part of something much greater than yourself. It is inviting you to remember that you are part of all that is. As you remember this connection, you are aware that your love has merged with universal love. The light of your divine spark has connected with divine light. As you sit and bask in this beautiful feeling, the light surrounds you, and the love radiates from you. It is very peaceful and calming. Take a moment to enjoy this feeling of universal love and divine light. And now, remain in a meditative state as we receive a message from the angelic realm of light. Greetings, beloved ones. This is the angelic realm of light, and we greet you with love. You are living in a time of divine light. This is light of the highest order. It is light that is beckoning you to a higher level of being, to a level of light that represents the highest and best for all beings. This is light that cannot be misused, for it represents light of the purest order. It is the light to which everyone aspires. It is pure love. As you are already aware, the light is increasing. It is growing in brilliance as it reaches your magnificent planet. It is bathing you in a golden white light that surrounds you and enfolds you in its loving energy. All of the beings of light in the higher realms have joined in the process of assisting you on your ascension path. They are calling you to remember who you are and your place beside them for the advancement of humanity and the universe. They are calling you to remember that you are a multidimensional being of light, and that you have a magnificent heritage. When you burst forth from the Creator as a brilliant, pure spark of light, you contained all the aspects and attributes needed for your marvelous sojourn in the dimensions. Among your many attributes were love, kindness, purity, and a desire to be of service for highest good. You were excited to fulfill your many missions for the advancement of all beings, for you knew that you had a unique role in this process. Throughout the eons and across the dimensions, you have played your part for highest good. And now, we are here to remind you that you are still a multidimensional being of light, and that you have an important role at this time. As a multidimensional being of light, you can easily spread your light on this planet with those around you, as well as with those around the globe. At the same time, your light and energy can expand into the dimensions. It is as natural as breathing in and breathing out, for your multidimensionality knows no bounds. It is limitless, just as you are limitless in your light. Your path of light is increasing as you are progressing on your path. You have released those things and those qualities that no longer serve you. You have cleared and transformed your energy. You have reached for higher dimensional light, and it has enveloped every part of your being. As you have embraced the light, it has transformed you into the beautiful being of light that you are. And beloveds, the best is yet to come. For as you continue to embrace higher dimensional light, you rise to higher and higher dimensional levels. It is an ongoing process. It is unlimited because the full radiance of light is brighter than the brightest star imaginable. It is beyond your human comprehension. Each time you focus on your divine spark and allow your light to expand, you are connecting with divine light. For your divine spark is your connection with divine light. As you receive and incorporate higher dimensional light, your own being rises to a higher level, and you are expressing your full radiance. You have realized that the way to this higher dimensional light is through the heart, through your own divine spark. You have felt this beautiful energy as you have focused on your own heart center and your own divine spark. You have felt yourself soar through the dimensions into the light. And now, let us invite you to feel and experience this divine light to an even fuller extent. Again, focus on your heart center. Feel the love. Feel the love. Feel the beautiful radiance that surrounds it. It is inviting you to let your own light grow and expand. Feel the golden white light grow in brilliance. Feel the love that this light brings. It is as if you can feel yourself rising to a higher level of awareness of divine light. Feel the lightness of your being. Feel your own connection with divine light. It is a feeling of home. It is a feeling of remembering your place in the divine hierarchy. Your heart soars with this remembrance, and your light increases in brilliance. As you feel this increased lightness within your being, take a moment to enjoy this feeling. Pause to savor the light that saturates every part of you. Every cell is infused with light, and you feel your connection with the divine light. Know that this beautiful light is your birthright. It is there for you to carry throughout your day, wherever you are. Keep this in your heart and in your divine spark, and carry it with you always. Know that you are a beautiful being of light, and that you are greatly loved. We are the angelic realm of light, and we surround you with love. And so it is. Now, slowly come back to this room, wiggle your fingers and toes, and you may open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you. It has been an honor to share with you.
Another round of applause for this amazing angel, Linda Robinson. Thank you, Linda.